This whole time I've been talking with my mic off. Alright, so Lester the Unlikely, this is going to be a short stream, while, so I can get this uploaded. So here, first stage goes pretty well okay. This is your basic speed strats for this stage. The crab cooperates, so I can kick him. If you can kick that crab, you can start running at the beginning of the next stage, which is optimum. I also get that jump, which is actually pretty tricky. So I'll start the next stage with 2 health, which is great. So here, what I'm going to do is abuse a trick where if you duck when you fall too great of a distance where you would take damage, then you don't. So here I can start off running, and then I can just jump and grab the ledge and ignore that first crab. Jumps are pretty straightforward here. The game has awesome mechanics, so a lot of playing this game is avoiding animations that are, or avoiding bad animations. That crab cooperates, so I'm able to kick him, but Lester didn't cooperate and didn't start running. It started inching, and I wasn't prepared for that, so I jumped into the turtle. And here, that crab didn't quite cooperate, so I had to step forward and take him, so I lost a little bit of time. And then also Lester, even though I hit up, it didn't move, which was good though, because the bird just flew through me. And that's the end of that stage. But I still managed to save time, so whatever. If you jump in a good spot there like that, you'll slip off the edge but not take damage, so good for that. Pretty straightforward stage, just run and jump. Get the ledge, so that green goop, if it hits you, it hurts you, so you avoid that. Here you jump to avoid, I think avoid an animation with the bats or something like that, where he'll run away. And here I abuse the ducking thing again to follow distance and not take damage. And end of stage. So here, I grab this rock over here because it will become necessary in a few seconds. So up here on this ledge, there's treasure chest that we can open with said rock, and then get a gem, and then continue on through the stage. Nothing really too special to talk about on this part. This is a pretty tricky part where you just inch a couple steps, jump, run up, drop the stone, and then run, and then you normally don't take damage, and I didn't there. So I make a couple, I think, of minor mistakes. Here again, instead of running, Lester inches forward, so I took damage. Not sure why that happened. Every once in a while it just does. Normally I can run there and then jump the turtle successfully. But that time I couldn't. So here also I lost a little bit of time jumping there when you can just run off that ledge and it doesn't make you slow down. Every once in a while I do that too for some reason. But it's alright, I'm learning still. Got the stop and kick, which is pretty precise, which I was happy to get that. And here I'll abuse the ducking maneuver to fall down there to pick that little gemstone thing up. And I'll do it again here to fall off this ledge. And then drop off the gemstone on this little platform to end the stage. So here to skip a bad Lester animation, we will immediately run jump. Then we can just jump and run jump again to get over that area. This is a pretty straightforward stage. You just kind of have to react to the RNG of the grab falling. So as best you can. Sometimes you're lucky and you can just run over it like I did there. So here I did a pretty good thing. I got here and I dropped the thing in before the first text box. That's pretty precise as well, pretty tough to do, so I was happy with that. And that stage is over with. So here the stage is super easy. You just go in the 5th house and jump out the window, but you have to kind of push a statue thing over towards the window to jump, to be able to get the height to jump out. So you'll see here, I'll turn around and push this thingy-mabopper, whatever it is, over here enough just to get on it and jump out the window. And then end the stage. So here, there's a really precise way to run jump. So at the 4th beam, you just jump, and you'll catch it. And it's pretty precise and can be pretty tricky. So here, if you fall in the roof, or if you fall through the roof, you get put into like a cage that you have to get out of, and it costs a lot of time. So even if you're a little slow across the rooftops, it's faster, as you can see there, with that gold split. Now here I take this is the only unintentional death I take in the run. and it doesn't happen right away, I actually get through most of the stage, which is annoying. I get through about half the stage before I accidentally die. So here, with a little bit of manipulation of the camera and some positioning, what you'll see here is I'll kick him and I'll duck here, but leave the camera so I'm forward of it instead of behind it. And then when I see the leaves after the monkey on screen there, I'll run, jump, and grab the rope, or the vine and go. And it's consistent. So here I would be doing something similar, but I die here pretty soon, actually. Rain of SOTN, thanks for the follow and welcome to Rapid Town. So that's where I died because I stood up a hair too early. Alright, so this is the major time loss of my run, to be honest. And the funny thing is even though my current pace is 18:49, I beat it, and I lose about 40 something seconds here because this is an auto scroller basically, and I had to redo it. So what's going on, Rain? So here you'll see the setup again once that fish flies overhead. See the monkey, I'll see the leaves on the right, then jump, and then get over. So here, once again, let's keep going. So I also had the camera in the wrong position on the last run, which I think I noticed it, and the fish were jumping over my head, and I kind of reacted weirdly to it. So here I have the camera set up in a good spot. So I'm just waiting for that fish to jump overhead now, that final fish. And then I wait like a brief second, and I stayed on the vine a little too long, so I got hit by the snake there, which cost a little bit of time because then I had to pick up the health. Yeah, he definitely does boogaloo. So here I don't have a really good setup. I don't understand the setup that I was taught here. So I have my own setup that works, but it's a little slower because I have to wait here until the end of the waterfall and do a neutral jump to catch the vine. But overall, the stage is faster than I used to do because of the other two setups. I lost, like I said, about, a minute 3 over that, somewhere around there. So here, there's a bad Lester animation at the top of this ladder. That's pretty hard to avoid, and I got it, which I was really happy with. And I also learned that you can ladder jump like this. So here I avoided the animation for him stopping and saying no, that he didn't want to go to the edge. And it's just jumping and swinging from the vines, in all honesty, which is the hardest part of the stage because the vine mechanics in this game are terrible. And stage is over. And I saved about 3 seconds, almost 4 seconds. There I went the wrong way for a second and had to regroup there. So you pick up the candle, jump over, set that thing on fire so it opens the door for some reason. So you run here, and I had ducked a hair late, so I got lucky I didn't get hit. And then you use the boomerang to open the door because boomerangs open locks. And I saved a bunch of time there, 24 seconds. So I did a little bit of a timing setup to try and get 4 hits, but I got 3. Same thing kind of there, and same deal, I got 3 hits. The most times you can hit him is 4. So this is another reason I have to end up taking an intentional death later, is I didn't get over far enough, and I took 2 hits from him there. So I didn't get any 4 hits on this fight. I got a bunch of 3s though, which was good. So I definitely have some room to improve, but this still, I saved about a second there, even with the mess up. So here, you just have to outrun a cheetah. It's not too hard, usually. For all of the vines except the last ones, you can basically jump right off after you catch them. So I try and do that because that's actually the quickest way to do it. If you hang on the vines too long, the cheetah can catch you. I did a little bit of an extra hang there because I forgot where I was. And I thought I was on the last one, which you have to do extra hanging there. But the cheetah falls in anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then you just unblock the cave and go in. Easy peasy. So here you pick up this blue torch, so that you keep the cave lit as you go in farther, otherwise you die. So notice, like, after you beat the ape and he gets kissed by the girl, he has good posture and good run, and he doesn't run like this. So, and here I use a combination of jumping down ladders, like you get down a certain point in the ladder where you're not going to take fall damage and jump off, and then doing the ladder jump up once you're high enough, far enough up to do so. And actually, I think I saw Rat was in here. For some reason, I thought I had to go down the ladder before I went there and remembered it, but so I lost a little bit of time there with that mistake. But so. Pretty funny. Watch when I do the ladder jumps up from here. I actually clip into the ground at one point, but it doesn't hurt me at all. I still managed to go up the ladder. I think it's. Well, maybe it was a different run that I was doing over here. I guess it wasn't this one. Never mind. Yeah, gaining confidence from getting kissed on the cheek by a girl. Exactly. So I also try and do a maneuver where I land on top of the ladder to go straight down, and for some reason there it didn't work. So. Now we're on to this stage, but if you notice, I'm still at 1 health because of the 2 damage I took from the ape. That's going to come back to where I need to take an intentional death on the next stage, because I always at least get hit once by that boss, which is because there's a boss coming up. And I figured I should just die immediately, then chance trying to beat it damageless, and then waste a bunch of time that I didn't need to waste. Which was a good thing too, because I ended up actually taking 2 damage from the boss, as you'll see here in a second. So this is just a race to beat the lowering ceiling, and then you just gotta know where to go. So here, I just took the intentional death to get a full set of health. But here, I'm doing a buffering setup that actually it does not ever work for me, but I mean, I shouldn't say it never does, but it usually doesn't. Or if it does there, I still get hit here anyway, so I always at least get hit once, either on that first one or here. And there's the second hit. But I got 4 hits on the boulder from that, and then I get the 4 hits on the boulder here to break it, and then the lag is real, and then jump and go. So this stage, I take a little extra cautiously because of the 1 health, but it's normally you can damage boost through there a little bit. And I could have ran under that, and I got kind of, like I said, I took it safe because of the 1 health, but I could have probably run under him, like I did there. And then I accidentally threw the boomerang instead of hit the button to pick up the health, which was awesome, so a little bit of time waste there. And unfortunately, I'll do the opposite of that a couple of times, where I'll hit the button to grab things when I need to bring out my weapon. So here, this fight actually goes okay. You're actually not supposed to fight the spider, you're supposed to just open the door. But the spider is constantly coming after you, like so. So you just kind of have to dodge it, and know when to dodge it. And just run back and forth a little bit. And then on the final, so now I'm at a point where the door's gonna take 3 hits to open. So that's where I'm just gonna go ahead and take the chance and do it, and it pays off. Because then I can just run real quick. There's a little bit of a time loss, because I took it a little safe, but it was okay. So here, sometimes you have to wait for the flames there, because you'll jump into them. Great thing about this game is if you engage a jump, even if you walk off a ledge, you're generally going to jump if you engage it right. So you saw where I walked almost into the lava there, but still jumped. Yeah, Storm, what's up? This is Super Nintendo Boogaloo, and now here's the only real clippy kind of trick in this game. You can clip through the wall by grabbing the ledge from the other side. That's the only really weird trick in this game that I can think of. So I'm at 2 health. Now, this stage, and so I saved some time there, I saved about 13 seconds there. So this stage, I got some good setups for jumping these barrels. So I'll actually clear the stage without getting hit, which is nice. And that jump right there is a setup to put it so where I can jump there and be over the barrel. And then I'll do it here too, where this jump and this jump is a setup to get the barrel where I want it to be, so that I can jump there and miss the barrel. Real men go through walls. That's right. So I'll get the health, drop down, and use the duck trick to not take damage. Then I'll hit him with my boomerang and pick up the upgraded sword. And then there's a couple of instances where I accidentally hit the wrong button and I don't pull the sword out, and then I turn around and run away. Like there, I hit the grab button instead of the sword button, so I had to turn around. I was in the perfect position to hit him, and I had to turn around and run, because they'll hit you if they get too close. So I start this stage with full health, but I make a couple of mistakes if I remember correctly. Similar in vein to that one. There I let him get too close before I pulled the sword out, and I took a chance and I blew it. So I have to take a damage boost in this stage, so that puts me in kind of that puts me at 1 health through the last bit of the stage, which is fine, and I actually beat the stage without dying. But I need a minimum of I need all my health at one point in the final stage for the quickest route through for damage boosting through a gauntlet of things. Finally beat Ghost Boss in Star Tropics. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I can do the anniversary race. I'm not even going to be practiced on it. Not to mention I'll just be getting back from being out of town when it starts. And I have no time to practice for it, and I haven't touched Star Tropics in months. So I don't know. So here's another instance where I almost got nailed because I hit the grab button instead of the sword button. Just a little bit of choke action. Alright, so since I need all that, and there was a nice gold split, since I need all the health, I take that as an intentional death. I didn't actually mean to. And then I hit start too early because I knew I was going to have to continue. So, alright, so now I start this with full health. I can make one mistake and take damage, and here's where I do it. But thankfully I just run. At that point I'm like, I already took damage, I'm just going to run through him. And, because there's a health up here that can put me back at full health right before the gauntlet I'm talking about. And then what sucks is, and you'll see, is usually what happens is there's after you kill one dude, there's a pack of 3 that you damage boost through, and then a pack of 2 that you damage boost through. And if the first pack is only 2, generally the second pack is 3, and you need to stop and kill one of them because the way they're spaced out, you can't run through all 3 with a damage boost if the 3 are in the back. And I only get 2 up here, and so I freak out and stop, and then for some reason the third guy's not there. So I'm like, okay, there's 2, so I have to stop and kill one guy so I can do the damage boost. And then I run, and there's only 1 dude. So, I don't know what happened there, because there's almost always 5 guys on that platform. And now, this is basically GG. There's no more enemies, so it's just basically finish off the level. So you light the cannon to open the door because that makes sense. Pick up the spoon, leave. Not sure why Lester decided to turn around there instead of just go through the door, but he did. And you run all the way to the end because that's where the good barrel of water is. And not the barrel of, I guess, gasoline or something that the spoon was next to. So you fill up the spoon. And then you run in here. And then you put out the TNT with the spoon. And the win. 18:23. Which was 43.8 seconds faster than my previous PB.